Hey guys, so today I am coming at you with another book review. I'm going to be talking about the book that I most recently read, which is called The Kiss of Deception. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people on BookTube talking about this book because it's popular, it just came out, it has a novel concept, it has a beautiful cover, perfect combination. Speaking of the cover, let's talk about it for a moment. It's absolutely gorgeous. Normally I kind of disdain books that have girls on the cover looking off into the distance, but this one's nice and it's a little bit shiny with the silver, so I'm really liking this one. Although it's beautiful, it just doesn't exemplify the book. I mean, it doesn't have the same feel as the book, if you know what I mean. It has this green tinge, and I never got that feeling when I was reading the book. Also, what kind of title is The Kiss of Deception? It sounds so incredibly cheesy, like a really bad romance novel. No, just somebody needs to help her with her titles. The character development in this book was fantastic. I loved the main character. She went from being ballsy and mouthy and just perfect and a little bit bratty to being really strong and fierce and knowing what she wants with her life and fighting for what she wants and fighting for who she cares about, choosing to do the right thing, make better choices that aren't selfish anymore. What is the premise of The Kiss of Deception? Basically, we're following a girl named Leah, and her real name is Princess Arabella blah 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 blah. She has like 5 names and they're really long and big and beautiful, but she goes by Leah, which works better with her personality. Beginning of the book, she decides that she does not want to enter into this arranged marriage that her parents have set up for her in order to placate another kingdom. So she decides to run off. So she takes off with her best friend slash maidservant to go to a sleepy little town by the seaside. And this town is so cool. I really like it. I want to live there. So let's talk about some of the things I did like about this book. This book had great writing. Mary Pearson's writing is beautiful. You can really picture the setting. I mean, just like what I was talking about with the little seaside town, it makes me want to live there. I can really imagine it in my mind. Overall, this book has a pretty unique premise because it goes between Leah, the main character's perspective, and the perspectives of, one, both the prince who she was supposed to marry, who comes after her, and 2, the assassin who is sent to kill her. Now, both of these young men end up in the same town as her because they've been tracking her, and they present themselves to her as normal people. So neither Leah nor the reader knows which one is which. This was a problem. Initially, I thought that this was going to be really cool and that I would love it and it was super unique. What a great premise. However, it was really incredibly frustrating not knowing who was who, because you couldn't fully get a grasp on either character. What the book did is it would have chapters that were Leah, and then it would have chapters that were titled The Assassin, and chapters that were titled The Prince, but it also had chapters that were titled Caden, and also had chapters that were titled Rafe. So when we were reading the chapters called Caden or Rafe, we didn't know if they were the Assassin or the Prince chapters, so we couldn't correlate their story with the Assassin and Prince chapters, so it felt like you had 5 different characters telling the story, but 2 of them seemed like the same person, because you couldn't really imagine which one was which. You didn't really know the motives of either of them, and it bothered me. The way she did it bothered me. Also, the first half of this story was slow. This book is almost 500 pages long, and so literally the first about 250 I was really bored, and I was considering putting the book down and just giving up on it, but I didn't. I pushed through, and the second half of the book was so much better. It got a lot better. There was more traveling and adventure and excitement, and it really picked up the pace and caught my interest. This is pretty typical of a fantasy book, though, because you do really have to establish the setting. The author has to take the time to create a whole world for the reader to imagine, so it's understandable. It was just frustrating. Lastly, I want to say that I'm not digging the approach to the love triangle. I am not a love triangle fan at all. Be forewarned, this book has some cheesy love triangle-ness, and I feel like it's just going to get worse as the series progresses. We all know what happens with love triangles. Both of the guys want the girl, and then the girl can't decide which of the guys she wants back, and so she loses them both, until at the end, she gets one of them and the other one's still her friend. Super unbelievable. Overall, though, due to the main character's growth and the general beautiful writing that the author has. I really enjoyed this story and I decided to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. The first half of the book, like I said, very slow, probably a 2.5 out of 5 stars, but the second half of the book was more like a 5 out of 5 stars, so I kind of evened it out, gave it a 4. I really did enjoy it. It was pretty typical high fantasy, so if you're looking to get into this genre by means of a YA book, this might be the one for you. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my review of The Kiss of Deception by Mary Pearson. Let me know if you've read this book or if you've decided to try picking it up. Are there any other books that you think I might like? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening where you are. I'll be back with another video really soon. Thanks for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye guys.